The last thing I want to speak about is I want to be controversial for a little bit. Mamelodi Sundowns played AS and there seems to be some backlash on social media when we're speaking about them going 1-1. And people were saying that Sundowns has sold the game, allegedly. Sundowns has done this, Sundowns has done that. I wasn't happy with what they played. I wasn't there. What. There was a lot of things that were said. And for those who've watched this, those who've watched my programming, my shows, you'll know, those who've seen my videos on YouTube, you'll know that this is a question I had from last season, where I said, as South Africans, are we ready? Are we ready to do what needs to be done to be African champions? Are we ready to be honest with ourselves? Are we ready to use everything that exists on and off the pitch in order to make sure that we're going to go win something? And everybody said the result is the most important thing. But yet here we are. Because think of the logic. I get the logic. I get it from two fronts. Number one, AS is already qualified. Mamelodi Sundowns just needs a draw. At some point, AS is playing away at Loftus. You can't be attacking full on out there because you're probably going to concede some goals. Mamelodi Sundowns doesn't want to go full on attack because if they concede and it becomes a 2-1 or 2-0 or 3-1, then Iraja has a door to come into. So at some point, the teams just looked at each other and said, guys, why do I need to push? Why push right now? I can just relax. Let's see out the game, shake hands. If we see each other in the future, we'll see each other in the future. So that's the one side of it, where I'm like, a business decision was made. I'm not against it. Is it wrong? I don't think so. The other side is also true. Try as Mamelodi Sundowns have over the past few years. It's 8 years since they won that Champions League. They've done everything. They've done beautiful football. They've done tiki-taka. They've done box entries. Hey, but they've signed international players. They've brought local players. Hey, all of these things. But they have not been able to win. So can you blame Mamelodi Sundowns for looking at the group, looking at the paper and saying, if it's 1-1, we finish second. We do have a good record when playing our away games second. So what if we use it? What if we just decide right now that 1-1? I think that is incredibly matured of a team to do. For a team to say, you know what, guys, let's not be gung-ho about this thing. Dominating everything doesn't mean anything. Sundowns has been dominating Africa for a while. One of the most feared teams. But that domination has not come with stars. It came with an AFL. That's the closest. Meanwhile, those other guys who are really pragmatic, are stacking star upon star upon star upon star. Look at Ahly. How many times do we sit here and say they play the most ugliest football? How many times do you sit here and you watch a semi-final or a final of the CAF Champions League and you watch two teams being cagey? Both of them are defensive. They're just looking to pounce on a mistake and go home. They're not looking to overwhelm somebody and stay on the ball and be attacking 90 minutes and all of that stuff. They do their calculations. You know what, guys? There's no need to push when we go to South Africa or we go away. There's no need to push. Let's get a draw there and try win our home game. Which is Winanjani. Pesitau has two Champions Leagues. Would you say that Pesitau was playing the most scintillating football at Ahly? No. So is it wrong for Mamelodi Sundowns to really go, you know what, guys? Let's stop being power pack team. Let's be pragmatic. When it's 1-1 and we're going to the last 10 minutes, let's hold the ball. ASFAR obliged, because I think they came to that agreement on the pitch that, you know what, neither of us need to push right now. Let's just play the most boring last 10 minutes and finish off the game. And we both qualify. It's fine. But yet us as fans, we still have that thing that we want it to be beautiful. How dare you sit back and look nervous? How dare you sit back and not know what you want to do? How dare you not want to go score 7 goals? And maybe that's our problem. Because 30 years since Pirates won the first star, we've only ever been able to get one more on top. Just one. Sorry to interrupt the video that I'm sure you're enjoying, but I just wanted to say thank you for all of the support that you guys have shown me and my Overthinking Football platform. I'm a one-man band that's doing all of this, and I really do enjoy the comments about how, you know, Supersport needs to come fetch me and SABC and all of that stuff. And I think it speaks to the quality of the content, but also the amount of effort that I put in. So I just wanted to say thank you. But the truth is that Abu Supersport and all of those guys, yes, we're competing with them, but it's a completely different place. The sponsors are looking for former players, and to be honest with you, running some of these things is getting so difficult, and things have changed at home. So financially, it's a whole different world. So I wanted to try something new and come to the overthinkers, the people who watch the content, and say it would be incredible if you guys could contribute monthly towards the platform, towards keeping my lights on, but also making sure that all of the crazy things that I want to do, that I want to take Supersport on with, I can actually do. And just for 20 Rand every month, I think that would be an incredible contribution if you can make it. It may sound like a little, but if we can get a lot of people behind it, then we'll be able to carry on doing what I do. I'll be able to carry on giving you the content and also expanding it, because we don't have shows like this, and us content creators need help from our audiences. So I just came here to ask you if you can. Here is the account number that you guys can use in order to contribute. And I think, yeah, I'd be very grateful if you would. But anyway, let's get back to the video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That means all of the teams that have gone through, let's look at a couple. The Kaizer Chiefs guys that were very well, but we got banned. The Bidvest the Super Sportses, the Pirates teams that were great, the Sundowns teams that were great. In 25 years, our meaning Rangers, our Santos, in 25 years, we've only gotten 2 stars. Sorry, in 30 years. Maybe it's time for us to be honest and say, "Hi, ngathi bola lethu alisebenzi." I'm too young for 95, but in 2016, Sundowns was not playing Shushan and piano in these things. They were fighting and brawling and grit to get out of there. They had soldiers. Everybody keeps telling me about the soldiers. They didn't play beautiful football. Now, bafana, 3rd place AFCON. We haven't done that since what? The early 2000s. Was the football great and flowing and passing and all of that stuff? So maybe, just maybe, this is the best way to go about this thing. Be a fighting, grit team over a beautiful team that doesn't bring anything home. Do you know what made me really proud about that game at Loftus? What made me really proud, and I know a lot of people will not agree with me. The lasers. Mamelodi Sundowns fans came with lasers. Mamelodi Sundowns fans wanted to create a hostile environment. Because the other part of that coin is, I think we have been, as Southern African teams, we have been so friendly. Nicest hotels, nicest travel, nicest pitches, nicest times. You know, we'll make a noise, but there'll be nobody trying to blind you when you're taking a free kick. But now I saw a team, even a fan base, that is willing to do what needs to be done. And sometimes you have to be the bad guy. Do you think Ahly cares about everything everybody says? About the lasers, about the smoke, about the fireworks, about the hostile environment, about any of those things? Do you think that they care when they sit back and they say, team of the century? When they sit back and say, yeah, another star's in the bag. Do you think they care about the delays of the game, or people criticizing them for the delays of the game, for the player acting for the ref, allegedly, for things that we say that they do? Do you think that they care? They've got 12 of them. Zamalek's got 5. TP Mazembe's got 5. Bo ES Tunis, Bo Wheat Dad have got multiple. The North. We've got 2 as a country. So maybe, just maybe, we need to put aside our little patriotism, our little love for our football. I did a video where I said, if we are not willing to properly investigate and build and make this football world class, we're going to keep getting beaten with it. And if you're not willing to do that, Naba Bruce, they showed you how to play. Naba Arab, they're showing you how to play, how to win this thing. Am I somebody who's for the dark arts and things like that? Hey man, in a perfect world, you wouldn't need all of that. But in this one, when somebody just touches you and they give away a foul, you need to remind the ref. 3 times, ref, 3 times. Sometimes you may need to roll. Sometimes you may need to commit a foul in order to stop a counterattack. Sometimes you have to shine lasers into people's eyes. Maybe that's how you win this. And I think I was a little bit concerned with everybody speaking about Sundowns selling the game and all of that stuff. A business decision was made. Oh, Sundowns doesn't play that football. Yeah, look at a business decision was made. You've lost way more times with that football than you've won. So is it really all that? Is our football really all that? Or is it a case similar to the previous conversations we're having, where we have this innate natural ability that we ride until they break, and we are unwilling to add other things to the game to take us over the top? There's no doubt that I would argue Abo Mbappe have similar talent levels as Abo Mfukeng. But the talent is not what gets you over the line when you're playing in those leagues for those countries at that level. You could argue that bar for bar, South Africa has more talent than what is up there in the north in terms of natural ability. But natural ability is not what gets you over the line when you're going out to go play against other people. Not unless you are willing to invest heavily into it. Second topic. What I said there about the teams not developing, not wanting to create the environment, rings true. So maybe this is how you do it. And maybe ugly is the way you're meant to do it. And ugly is the way that you must go about it. Maybe ugly is not ugly. The results don't think our football is beautiful. The stats don't think our football is beautiful. The trophies don't think our football is beautiful. You think those guys are losing sleep over trying to play like us? So can we get grimier? Can we get grittier? Can we fight? Winning CAF and winning those things, I believe, is not about the tactic that you put on there. It's about moments, it's about managing those moments, and then it's about also having a little bit of darkness in you.